The crux of this episode, however, focuses on Gaal's manipulation of Brother Dawn, who creates this imperial enclosure of Kalgan. There's just one problem. Enclosures were banned by the Galactic Council after the catastrophe that was Cleon XVII's takeover of Terminus, which we saw at the end of Season 2. Thus, Dawn has to undertake a risky mission to blackmail Councilor Vynod Tarisk in order to get the votes needed to implement this enclosure. If Tarisk doesn't vote his way, Dawn will expose him for aiding the Mule. What makes this plan even more dastardly is that Tarisk's family is still on Kalgan. And while the last few episodes have really painted a more human light on the Cleons, when Brother Dawn encounters a witness to his plans, he murders her in cold blood, a reminder that deep down he can still be merciless.
I'm a Cleon. We aren't raised to be kind.
Ultimately, Tarisk votes in favor of the enclosure, and the necessary votes required for it to pass succeeds. This is when things take a turn for the worse. A few episodes ago, we saw the Mule take over a jump gate. This would end up being the Gold Horse Gate, which is strategically situated near Kalgan. That device they were setting up was a massive bomb, and this is how I think things went down. The blast disrupts the harnessed energy from the gate's nearby energy source, this giant sun. That massive energy travels through the jump gate right onto Kalgan, essentially incinerating the entire planet and anything near. So not only is Kalgan destroyed, but many, if not all, of the imperial armada that was used in the enclosure. Dawn now makes his escape with the help of Gaal, but is soon confronted with the fact that Gaal knew all along this was going to happen. She played him like a puppet.
I won't be needing this.
You won't until you do.
A few moments later.
But in Gaal's mind, this was a necessary evil to prevent an even greater loss of life in the future. She needs the Empire to fail and weaken so that the Foundation becomes the dominant power and can take on the Mule. Unfortunately, their heart-to-heart is cut short with a confrontation between Tarisk and Dawn. Dawn's actions have resulted in the death of Tarisk's family, and now he must pay. The blaster shot, however, triggers the airlock to open, and Dawn is sucked out while wearing a suit. But is he dead? I doubt it. My guess is one of two people picks him up. Demerzel, who can track him via his nanite tech, which is how I think she ends up on Gaal's ship, or the Mule. We have these shots of the Mule looming over Brother Dawn. It certainly would be some interesting leverage if the Mule gained control of a Cleon. I could even see a scenario in which the Mule mind controls Dawn and sends him back only for him to become sort of a Manchurian candidate, ready to activate at a moment's notice.